Hey, I'm Vinh, and this is Seattle Eats, a food podcast from the Seattle Times and KUOW. One of the biggest eateries to open in the Sound is not a restaurant. It's a grocery store in Bellevue. From dim sum to made-to-order crepes, T&T Supermarket is the largest Asian grocery store in Canada. And now, it's a sensation in our neck of the woods. It's a treasure trove of delicious food, but it gets busy in there. And there's a lot of options. You can spend hours being overwhelmed by its enormous food court and all the many prepared meals. So, I tried 300 of their foods and drinks to pick out my favorites to help you navigate this maze of a food court. Ready? Let's eat! Hey, Seattle Eaters! KUOW producer Brandi Fullwood is in the house. Hey, Brandi.
Hey, Ton.
Thanks for joining me.
Well, thanks for having me.
Brandi, pop quiz. What do you know about T&T Supermarket?
Okay, honestly, I only know the headlines of T&T.
Give it to me.
That they're a very popular Chinese-Canadian grocery store.
In Richmond, D.C.
Okay, and they just opened in Washington maybe a year ago in Bellevue, and now they have one in Linwood. I went in the early days, but only to the Bellevue one. And they have a cult-like following.
Yeah, and that's exactly it. You know how, like, in Vancouver, a lot of Canadians cross the border just to go to Trader Joe's, bring some goods and bring it back? We have a version of that, and it's T&T.
Okay.
And hundreds, not an exaggeration, thousands of Asian people around the Sound will drive to Richmond, BC, and bring back frozen dumplings and other goods back to the house, just like Canadians do with Trader Joe's.
Yeah, putting our grocery stores to shame.
Right. And the CEO of T&T, Tina Lee, realized this because she says, without a doubt, every holiday weekend, she can walk around the parking lot at a T&T supermarket in Canada, and there will be a lot of washing plates. And so they've always known this, so they wanted to expand in the United States. So they got started in Bellevue, one of the largest Chinese community.
Okay, that makes sense. They are stocked, like produce, pantry staples, live seafood. People clearly love T&T.
And what do you think?
So I've gone to T&T a couple of times, and initially when I went in the early days, it was kind of brutal because the lines were really long.
It's like Black Friday,
Yeah,
right?
just like wrapped around the entire store, but it was really organized, so I'll give them that. The T&T in Bellevue is pretty big because I think it used to be like one of the mega Walmarts.
Yeah.
Like the ones where you can buy like jewelry and guns in. It's just gigantic. So
Yeah.
there's a lot of stuff in there.
It's 76,000 square feet.
Whoa.
And a lot of industry people say that is the largest market in Washington State.
Ooh.
Easily.
Honestly, it's a home-cooked dream, especially if you're looking for things to make Chinese or Japanese or Taiwanese food. I feel like they have seafood that you don't expect to see in there. Like I walked in and there was just a tank full of gooey duck. And I also bought lemongrass there. I bought almost 20 sticks of lemongrass for $1.79 or something like that, which I couldn't even imagine doing that anywhere else in Seattle.
Yeah, you can't do that. But I'm thinking, what are you going to do with all those lemongrass stalks?
I'm going to chop it up and put it in my freezer and use it for the rest of the year.
Not a year. It would take you a decade to go through that many lemongrass stalks.
Fair. I'm sometimes low-key running a small business with meal planning. But I don't know. T&T is nice. I was worried it was all hype, but the cult following makes sense. There's good deals, frozen options, and an endless variety. And the variety is actually good.
This is right up your alley. If you're like Brandi and you don't like to order stuff in restaurants that you can make them home, this is a good compromise. They have one of the largest frozen dumpling selection, so you can have your own dim sum spread at home. They have make your own hot pot because they have a whole aisle of different broths, of different fish cakes, meatballs, and other meats, and you just can assemble it at home for the fraction of a price.
Yeah, honestly, I'm a big fan of hot pot at home.
Yeah, so this is the place to be for you.
Like shopping at T&T is incredible and the food court does smell amazing, but I've never actually eaten there.
Oh.
The food court just has way too many options to choose from. It's It's okay, so it's nothing like going to Costco where you have the option of hot dog or pizza. You go to T&T and you look one way and it's like steam buns and barbecue and stir fries. And you look the other way and someone's making, I don't know, like made to order Chinese crepes.
Yeah.
It is next level overwhelming for me. And I just always end up feeling like I'm going to pick the wrong thing and just be disappointed.
You're not alone. I think most people... I was overwhelmed, and I've been to T&T dozens of times in Richmond, but this is so much bigger of a layout. It's a one-stop shop for like banh mi's, boba, Taiwanese sticky rice, which we'll talk about, and dim sum, and a lot of deep-fried goodness like fried chicken and fried donuts.
Yeah.
Because unless you're like 16 and you love this treasure hunt, you just want to be in and out, and there's no way to get in and out of T&T food court in under 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So let me give you the lay of the land.
Okay.
If I could. Well, first thing I did was I ate 300 items at T&T food court.
Not in one sitting.
Mercifully, not in one sitting. That's not even half the stuff that's there. But I think I hit all the highlights. The food court is broken down to like a half dozen stands and stalls. There is a street food stall that does made-to-order crepes. Mm-hmm. There are a fried and steamed dim sum station. There's a Peking duck and barbecue meat carving station. There's a 22-item hot food and congee station. Similar to what you see at Whole Foods, they charge by the pound.
Okay.
There's a bakery with about 400 rotating cakes, breads, puddings, and other desserts.
I have been there. It's good grab and go.
Yeah.
You just pick the prettiest one.
What, are you a child? Look, Mom, that's colorful. Let's get that.
You go to a party, you have to get the prettiest thing. You know, like cakes with nice vibrant colors or the ones with like intricate fruit designs on top. And sometimes they also have cakes that just look like bumblebees or little animals. But it's so cute.
T&T is evil because some of the desserts has a picture of like a cute cub or a bear.
Yeah.
And guess what? Hey, Mommy, let's get that. So I guess they do that to lure the kids and Brandi.
Yeah.
Sorry, and where was I before you threw me off my game? There's a display counter with hundreds of rotating sushi trays, banh mi's, and ready-made meals and kits. There's no way you can get through all this within 30 minutes.
Yeah, so how do you zoom in on your favorites? Hopefully there are just a few and not like 299 out of the 300 that you tried.
What I do is if I'm there for lunch, then I pick the shortest line. I'm sorry. That's just the way to go. I mean, and I would say that's how a lot of people go. But 3 popular go-tos at the T&T food court are the mango cakes, the garlicky fried chicken, and the Portuguese egg tarts.
Oh.
Yeah. So usually when you go to most stores, it's in the freezer section or it's just sitting around the display case for like hours. Mm-hmm. T&T go through so many hot custard egg tarts that is nice and hot with a pastry shell. Oh, my God.
That sounds really nice. You got to make sure you get that flaky crust and that caramelized silky filling.
Yeah. That's how you play that. But so those are the obvious. But can I give you another 3?
Yeah, I would love to know.
Let's start at a station that they call Taiwanese Sticky Rice Roll Station. If you don't know what this is, think a California roll, but the size of a Mission burrito, right? It's basically like a sushi roll, but instead of raw fish, it's stuffed with like pork meat, like braised pig ears, boiled eggs, sausage, veggies, and then you just roll it in sticky rice. It's literally, I know, I make a joke about this, but it really is a giant sushi roll.
And is it always that big of a selection, or?
There are like 4 options they have at T&T. I would say if you're old school, you're Taiwanese or you're Chinese, you go with the marinated braised pig ears as the filling. Mm-hmm. If you're young, you go with the sesame balls because it has that mochi sweet chewiness that a lot of kids like, similar to boba tea. And if you're on the mainstream, and that's my code for white people, you don't want the pig ears, they'll freak you out. Start with training wheels. Get the one with sausage and eggs. I think this type of food is very popular because it's what the Chinese call mouthfeel. And that's what this food has. You have the sticky rice. It's chewy. You have some of the meat, which is more like gelatinous, multi-textures, and mouthfeel.
Is the idea like the QQ, like the bounce?
Yes, it's like that. It's like KUOW. It has that bounciness. Asians love that chewy texture. I think it's one of the best deals you can get in the Sound for like under $8.
Yeah. Okay, nice. So it's a sweet, salty, maybe tangy, and definitely chewy dish. Will you tell me which one you like the most?
My favorite filling is the donut stick, which is pretty much a deep-fried beignet. It's extra crunchy. And the reason why is, again, this is the theme of why Asians love this. Because it has the crunchiness inside. So it's the inverse of expectation. Because this is a case where it's crunchy inside and it's soft on the outside. And so I like that surprise. I do like pig ears. I like the crunchiness, the cartilage, the chewiness of it. And it's a very profoundly funky, porky bite. And I like the snappy veggie radish and greens. I love it. I love it all together. You eat one. You eat half of this, and you'll be full, Brandi. I would say in Asia, most people eat this for breakfast.
Okay.
In Bellevue, I see lines for this even during dinner time. So it's, it's like breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yes, we love a versatile food. Okay, I don't want to get ahead of myself, but they also have a lot of group or family meals, like party trays and things like that. Do you have anything like that on your list?
How about that for a segue? My second pick, Brandi, for food that you should get at T&T is a Peking duck kit. Have you had Peking duck?
I have, and I'm really curious what you're going to say about getting takeaway duck. I want to know how crispy this skin is.
There you go. This is one of the best things you can get at T&T. It's one of the best bargain. It's a half Peking duck. I would say sort of like a roast duck that they chop up for you. So they got that taken care of. They put it in the tray. They have those rice flour pancakes. It looks exactly like a corn tortilla, but lighter.
Like
fluffy.
really almost transparent.
Yeah. And they have some greens like cucumbers and green onions. And they have a hot sauce like hoisin, soy sauce-y, umami punch. And so when you take this home, this is how you break it down. You want to microwave the rice flour pancake. With my microwave, just 9 seconds. You just want it to soften it up. And then heat the duck up in a frying pan. And sear it on one side. And it renders the fat. This duck is so fat. You don't need to use oil. I like to because I like some crispiness on it. So that's what you do. You can assemble it like a burrito or a taco, however you want to play it. And you take a pancake, I like 3 slices because I like the skin nice and crispy, right?
Yeah.
I put that in there. And you need the greens. It's not just a garnish. Those cucumbers and green onions, they cut into the fattiness and the greasiness. Because without it, it throws off the alchemy of this dish. That sounds so pretentious.
No, I'm with you. I feel like that's the way I want to eat it. But I am still skeptical that getting takeaway duck, the skin is still like that glass, crispy skin. Does it end up like that when you refry it?
It does, because I reheat it on high in an iron skillet.
Okay.
And I do get the skin crispy. Because the problem is, if you go to a Chinese barbecue house, you've seen those display cases with hanging ducks. Sometimes, you eat it around the spot or you take it home. You don't crisp it up at home. But this kit, you have to heat it up because it's in the cooler section. So that's how you play it. I love this because one of the best value at T&T are these cooking kits and party platters, but they don't come with any instructions.
Well, thank you for that tip. A ripping hot pan and some patience, which, high skill required takeaway.
Oh, can I throw you a wild card?
Yeah,
an honorable
do.
mention. This goes under the same category. I think one of the best value at T&T after Peking duck kit is the basa fish kit. And basically all that is a whole deep fried fish in an aluminum tray with root veggies and some broth. Again, it does not come with instructions, but it's $30 and it could feed 4 to 6 people. It's absurd. But I've seen this all the time, and it's the only people who pick this up are Chinese people. Because non-Asian people, they see this, and they see this giant, prehistoric-looking fish, and they don't know what to do with it. But how it is, again, you take it home, you cook it in that aluminum tray. I would use a turkey roasting pan because this is too flimsy. First thing you do is you dump the 2 canister of broth. It's a spicy MSG broth. And once that simmer, you want to put the potato wedges, the lotus roots, and other root vegetables.
So it comes with vegetables.
Yeah. So you cook it for 5 minutes. I hack it. I throw in a couple of blocks of instant ramen. And then after I do that, you put in the fish. The fish is cooked already. You put in all the green peppers and everything. And it's deep fried tofu. You dump that in too. And another 3 minutes, voila, dinner for 4 to 6 people.
That's great. And I also love you cracking this facade that you don't cook because you have to remove all the sneakers from your oven in order to do this.
I am a sneakerhead. I have like 250 Air Jordans and I'm running out of space. So for a while, I use my oven to store my sneakers. I haven't had my Air Jordans in the oven for a while because that fish will stink things up.
Yeah, you can't treat your Jordans like fish. As much as I love to cook, I also don't like to cook all the time, and I definitely don't always have the patience to reheat the right way. Is there anything that you like that's just delicious and easy?
I'm going to throw you a wild card because most of the things at T&T are just grab and go, and you don't have to cook or reheat anything. I think this is an underrated snack. I think it's the most underrated snack at T&T. And that is you can get a tray of fried fish skin. It's just think pork rinds, but off the sea. It's exactly like pork rinds, but it tastes like fish.
Nice.
Because it's exactly deep fried fish skin. Have you ever been to Corinne in Richmond, BC?
No.
Corinne, for those who don't know, is easily the most famous dim sum palace in the Vancouver area. And you can make the case it's one of the best dim sum places in North America. So my favorite dish there is made-to-order fried salmon skin. And once you had it, you can't get it in the United States. But this is probably the closest thing. So just imagine a bag of pork rinds, except instead of pork rinds, it's fish skin. It tastes like what you think it would. It just tastes the seaweed, deep umami, fishy funk. And it's salty, and it's just great. A lot of college students like to crunch this up and mix it with like rice in their dorm and put an egg on it.
Like using it like a furikake instead.
Thank you. It's exactly like it's a better furikake
because
you have so much flavor and it's so salty. It's just perfect. It is better. That's a good analogy. That's the way to go.
Awesome. Well, these all sound like all-around great picks. The fish skin and the sticky rice roll. And honestly, I'm still thinking about the mango that you mentioned just in the overview of what's at T&T.
I'm glad you mentioned that. One of the best things at T&T is they call it the Mango Festival. And it varies. It's around May. It's around April to late May, and that's when they have like around at least 15 different mango desserts. And that is when T&T is just like Black Friday with lines like at least a block long in the market. Yeah.
There's obviously so much more to get at T&T all the time. The lines are long. People love it. Did you figure out how to navigate the line or the best times to go or any hacks for doing it the right way?
Yeah. Avoid weekends at all costs. Avoid even Friday night. Avoid Saturday and Sunday. I will refuse to go to T&T on Saturday and Sunday.
I feel like all your advice to me with restaurants is just like skip work.
But I get it. I get it. Not everyone has this luxury and this flexibility. Fine. You're going to T&T on weekends. You're an idiot, but you're going to do it anyway. So what is a good hack? What is a good shortcut? Well, if you go into the food court, there is an island station. And in the island stations, a whole bunch of mixed hot items. Basically, this station is a one-stop shop of T&T's greatest hits. It is dim sum, like dumplings and hakao and sumai. It is their fried chicken that you can get here, along with roast chicken. And they'll have like maybe 20 to 30 items in this station. And if you don't want to get to the dim sum line, the barbecue line, most of the greatest hits at those stations are available here. And mostly the most popular is the dim sum, the hakao, sumai. These are shrimp and pork steamed dumplings. It's also available here. But, there's always a but. I'm sorry.
Oh, no.
I would warn people, if you don't have the patience to stand in dim sum line, it really is worth it because it's so much better than what they drop in this station. Because the hakao and sumai, it's been sitting there for like an hour. It's like in that plastic container in a plastic wrap. So they're like steam chambers. So if you pick up
they're gummy.
Yeah, so you pick up these items, they're either gummy or the shell of the dumpling has dried out. It's really hit and miss.
Yeah.
I would say the best thing to get were the fried pot stickers. Those hold up well. Sticky rice, a popular dim sum item. You can also get in this area. It's also delicious. The fried chicken, it does hold up. It's in a paper box. So the fried chicken, one of the best selling items there. That's where you can get it. But it's hit or miss. But really, Brandi, now, if you can't keep track of what's good to get or what's bad to get in this one-stop shop, there's no way around it. You just got to get in line for the dim sum line. And once you're done, you got to get in line again for the Taiwanese rice wrap. Once you're done with that, you can get in a third line for the barbecue wrap.
It's like T&T is like an all-day adventure.
Yeah, or just avoid weekends. Avoid the weekends, people.
Sorry, I need to take my lunch break.
And a con sick. I've been there as early as 10 a.m. And they're ready to roll, man. They have everything ready. 10 a.m., all the dim sum stuff is there. The fried chicken is there. That's a thing I would love to grab. Because the thing with the fried chicken is at T&T in Bellevue, their fryer can only cook 6 whole chicken at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So they sell out pretty fast. And if there's a long line for it, they'll post a sign saying fried chicken will be available at 12:30. That's the next drop or what have you. So keep attention.
Okay.
Pay attention to those things.
I know you have a lot of love for a few grocery store food courts in Washington. Where does T&T rank for you? Is it number 1 now?
It is. And again, nothing is that simple. I would say it is just the sheer volume of it.
Yeah.
Is all the food great? No. A lot of it's mediocre. But the magic of T&T is they have like maybe close to 600 to 800 items, even on the weekday. And the magic of T&T is they get so much foot traffic that it's fresh.
Well, I do have 30 minutes right now. We could grab a quick lunch and, I don't know, do some research.
And you know what, Brandi? Guess what? It's not the weekend. Let's do that. T&T. Listen to me, listeners. Do not go to T&T on weekends. Avoid it like the plague. Brandi, thanks for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
That's it for today. We have a list of all the food items we talked about in the description of this episode. Thanks for listening to Seattle Eats. The show is a production of the Seattle Times and KUOW, part of the NPR network. You can support Seattle Eats by investing in the local newsrooms and the specialized beats that make this sort of storytelling possible. Please consider joining and subscribing at KUOW.org/eats and SeattleTimes.com. Seattle Eats is produced by Brandi Fullwood and edited by Jim Gates and Trevor Lensmeyer. I'm Vinh. See you next week.